Alright, so I'm making this video because well, I've tried to make this video before, but I don't know what happened with YouTube or whatever. But I'm making this video because I see a lot recently a comparison from Philly to Chicago, saying that Philly has become baby Chicago. And I'm gonna have to disagree with that. Now, I get, people saying that the type of slang that people using now and the way, I want to say, they moving, I guess, in regards to rap music and shit in the city. They saying it's baby Chicago, but like I said, I disagree. And I'm going to tell you why. So, in regards to slang, the slang that people in the community use, besides the slang that is specific to your region, that you may, that's in your area, that may not come across as somebody else and they don't understand. Like, the best word I could use that everybody from Philly know is John, which is a noun with a tweet. It's a female place or thing. Can't no man be a John. So out of towners don't believe that shit. If somebody tell you a dude can be a John, that's a female place or thing. That's what a John is. Now, outside of slang like that, I'm pretty sure other slang that's picked up over time is due to dominance in music. Now, some of the people may have been born into certain slangs because of course, when you were born. But I'm almost sure if you can backtrack, you will be able to see that your region probably or most likely has some New York-based slang, some LA-based slang. It definitely has Atlanta-based slang. It definitely has New Orleans-based slang. And now it has Chicago-based slang. And I said all these places, and what all these places have in common: a run of dominance in hip-hop. Of course, New York had it, then LA had it, then the South, I want to say Atlanta, Houston, New Orleans, the South had it, and then Chicago now has it. That's what this is all based on. It's funny because, like, I never forget when trap first came out, trap music, and the word trap itself. I was so anti using other people's slang that my rap name is a direct connection to that. My rap name is Blockstar. It was a direct refute of Jeezy's Trap Star. I didn't want to be. I'm from Philly. I don't trap. I don't do that. I hustle. I grind. I'm on the block. But eventually, I started using the word trap. Started using other slang from Atlanta. Everybody is running around saying they steppers. You know where that come from? Louisiana. Baton Rouge, to be specific. I first started hearing steppers from Boosie and Gates. But popularity-wise, I say Young Boy took it, and all the young boys that listen to him, or even not just young boys, all the people that listen to him, that shit carried on, and the whole world saying steppers. But you don't hear people saying that everywhere is baby BR or baby Atlanta. It's just right now with social media and everybody being so connected, it just seems like you see certain shit more often now. And even Young boy, he ain't come up that long ago, and social media was still a very prevalent thing then. So, you know, I guess it wasn't looked at that way. But now everybody's saying Philly's baby Chicago, and I don't believe it. Like, think about it. This shit is scientific to a degree. If you rapping a song or rapping songs all day, listening to music, and shit becomes repetitive. You're saying something over and over. It'll eventually bleed into your normal dialect. It's hard not to. So you running around singing these Chicago-based songs all day with they slang. When you get to talking shit with your homies, you know, and if that's your song and shit, you know, some of them songs y'all fuck with, amongst y'all going, man, you a fucking op. And then y'all pick that lingo up, and it's just the same way y'all did it. Another group of homies is doing the same thing. Another group of homies is doing the same. You see what I'm saying? So then the slang of the dominant hip hop region at the time is what takes over. And then eventually, you know, another region takes over. But by then, their language or their slang is already wrapped up into your slang. Just think about it. It's honest to God. In my opinion, I really believe Chicago is more like Philly now. Because of the way, like, all right, they all, no matter what banner they fly, as far as what nation they belong to, whether it's GD, BD, Stone, Cobra, Four Corner Hustler, New Breed, Vice Lord, the multiple Latin gangs, whatever nation they belong to, right? Because you got people that's under different nations flying different flags, I want to say, but they from the same block. So outside of the nation thing, they more so block repping. And Philly here now, like, everywhere has gangs, but we don't have the traditional gangs like I just mentioned from Chicago, or the traditional Bloods, Crips. We don't have none of that, right? But people rep they block, people rep they hood. And you know, you may give your team or your block or your hood a name, and then, you know, people run with that. And that's the way Chicago is now. It's maybe been like that for, you know, 10 years or so. I don't know the length that they've been doing that. But Philly has always been like that. People have always repped their blocks. And I see that in Chicago now. Like, if you pay attention to anything, you may have to take some of the shit, or not some, a lot of the shit that you see from Chicago online on YouTube or whatever with a grain of salt when it comes to who's doing what and who's doing this. But one thing people are not shy about is what nation they belong to. So you can't refute that. And with these people belonging to these different nations and repping them blocks, I think it's, you know, Chicago's more like Philly in that sense now. But I didn't want this video to be too long. That was my point, you know. See y'all later.